Alright, everybody, we're back with part 2 of the holiday glam look. We're going to jump right in. Here I am showing you my foundations that I mixed together. 330 and 355, toffee and caramel. And here are my concealers I used to spot conceal prior to putting on my foundation. You could also use an orange corrector, but in this case, one concealer is lighter than your skin tone mixed with one that's darker than your skin tone will work the same. We're just going to blend that all over the face and do our happy dance. Here I'm showing you that you can either use a brush or a sponge for your foundation. Today I'm going to choose the brush because I want a full coverage. I'm using a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. This brush did pick up a lot of product and I actually put entirely too much on my palette. So if that happens, just feel free to wipe the excess off. It's much better to wipe it off than to have the cake face. We're just going to blend that out all over the face. You want to stipple it into the areas where you color corrected first. Here we're going to go in with our completely soaked beauty blender. Get it completely wet, then wring it out. And we're going to go in to make sure we blend everything out perfectly and everything is flawless. Here I'm using my Mary Kay blotting sheets or blotting tissues. All you're going to do is just blot your face as if you would when you discover that you're oily throughout the day, just to soak up any excess oils that could deter the powder or whatever else you put on from adhering to your foundation. Then I'm going to highlight underneath my eyes, on the bridge of my nose and my chin. I am using Fawn by LA Girl. I swear by these concealers. Just going to use my beauty blender to blend it all in and try to do a really good job of blending all the way up to the bottom lash line. I'm going to go in with my foundation brush, or in this case it's a brush. If you use a sponge, take that and go along the edges of your highlight just to blend it in seamlessly with your face. And I also put foundation over my lips to cancel out the staining I had on them. Now I'm going to take a very dense Eco Tools brush and lightly put Being Nice Topaz powder underneath my eyes to set my highlight. Now I'm going in with my e.l.f. Studio powder brush and also my LAB blending brush. And I'm going to use Ben Nye powder in chestnut to contour my cheekbones and the sides of my nose. And also the outside of my highlight for my chin. You can do your forehead, but at this point in time I just didn't feel like it. But if you want to, feel free to. Now I'm going in with the same powder brush and dusting off any excess powder. Then you'll spray with Fix Plus just to get rid of the cakey look if it is there. I'm going to take my Wet n Wild blush in Mellow Wine and apply that right in the area of my contour. Now I'm taking the Ever So Lovely ColourPop highlighter in Avalon and highlighting my cheekbones. I'm demonstrating that there are two ways you can apply this highlighter. Either using your finger, which is probably going to give you the best coverage, or using a dual fiber brush. And it can be a little hard to pick up the product on a brush if you don't use a synthetic one. Synthetic is the best way to go. Either way, as you see, it turns out beautifully and flawlessly. Be sure you seal your container. If not, it will dry out. Apply your bright, pretty red lips or a toned down red if you want. Doesn't matter to me. I use a glitter from ColourPop's Ultra Matte collection. And that's it. That's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you beyond measure. Hard work forever pays.